importance, the significance of quality assurance in higher institutions today, it's an absolute essential. I mean, you cannot get away from its utmost importance. Why is it important? Well, it's important, of course, for the students. It's important for the students coming in, that they have coherent programs, that they have a proper chance of finishing, and that they leave with a degree that is worth the paper it's written on, so that people outside can know what they have attained. It's more than that, though. It's in the detail, and what does an institution do comes into the detail. There are all sorts of different approaches to quality assurance. Quality assurance, though, really cannot be taken from somebody else's book or manual or website. Quality assurance is absolutely should be context dependent. And each institution, each college, each university has its own unique context, and quality assurance should reflect that. Quality assurance, though, is part of an internal process, and I'll come back to that in a moment, but there is also, of course, external quality assurance. The expectations of society that the college is doing its job properly, that it's setting its standards for its degrees, etc., properly, that it is making the right collaborations. So there is an external quality assurance, and that is done through the Omani Quality Assurance Agency, and it is quite right and proper that through that, the ministry, the college demonstrates that it's doing its job properly. But that's to an external audience against the sorts of criteria that are important to everybody outside. In addition to that, there are criteria relating to the mission, the values, the principles that the college sets that makes it unique. And those are part of its internal quality assurance, in addition to the things that it has to do, that everybody does. And that's what I've been talking about over the last few days, how the college refines the processes, how it provides the evidence that it really is doing the job that it thinks it's doing, that it hopes it's doing, and it's doing properly. And in making those analyses, it actually sees ways to do things even better. As far as Middle East College is concerned, of course I'd met some people from here before I came. Of course I'd looked at the website, and I had some impressions. Of course, you make some assumptions. Arriving at Middle East College, all of those assumptions were met, but in a way that I hadn't expected. Considering that only a few years ago this was desert, this is now amazing. Structurally and with the resources, it is just unbelievable. Really, it is hard to imagine how such a development has taken place in so few years, in terms of the structure and in terms of the nature of the college. I've been to many colleges, many universities on review panels, on discussion panels, on conference things, and the real nature of a college you find actually, well, in part by discussing with the managers and by the academic staff, but you hear the real truth from the students. And we met a group of students, and they were, without doubt, truly fantastic. They were delighted with what they had, both in absolute terms and comparative terms, because they could not speak highly enough of Middle East College, and I can understand why, from what I've seen. And it permeates from the vision and the mission, the values and the ethos, right through all of the teaching, all of the learning, and all of the support staff that go to make that an exceptional experience. It's short. It has not been an official review visit. I've been talking about other things, not looking under the carpet to see whether there is any dust. But most impressive.